Hello, ladies, and welcome to The Beauty Shaman. So today I'm going to do a 2020 trend that I'm excited about. I really love this trend. It is bright pink lips. So I've worn a pink top. This is a really purpley pink. So really vibrant because the lipstick I'm going to put on is very vibrant. This is a Jane Iredale color called Natalie. So this is the Jane Iredale lipstick, which has a little magnet in it. Isn't that cool? Keeps it on. I mean, how many times have your lid come off of your lipstick and it gets all over your bag, right? So that doesn't happen with these, which is cool. Which is a lovely pink. Very excited about this color. I love this color. I've actually been wearing it quite a bit because I'm so in love with it. So this will be really fun. We're going to do more of a neutral eye, not neutral, but a little bit calmer because we're going to have so much going on. So very exciting. Before I continue, please visit my website at thebeautyshaman.com to shop and read my blog, sign up for my newsletter. And also, please subscribe to YouTube. Helps me to continue making these videos, and hit the bell to be updated every time I upload a video, which is twice a week. All right, let's get going. Okay, so to get started, obviously you take care of your skin. I always start my videos this way. Skin is so important, ladies. As you get older, skin becomes the primary thing that you need to take care of. Your skin is the largest organ on your body. When it comes to feeling beautiful, really skin is primary. I'm really not a fan of doing invasive things like Botox and surgery and things like that. If you want to do it, knock yourself out. That's great. Totally support you no matter what. However, for me, I choose to just take really good care of my skin and eat really well and take all my oils and, take all my supplements. And I'm really into sort of going that direction. Again, you can do what you want. But my favorite skincare is Truth Treatment Skincare. I make no bones about this. I really love this line. I think it's super unique. You need very, very, very little in order to get incredible results. So this is the C Serum, which is just one of my absolute favorite items. It is so loaded with vitamins. You need 2 drops. That's it. 2 drops. So this bottle will last you really long time. And then I do 2 squirts of the Biomimetic Mist in conjunction with it. And what that does is helps the efficacy of it to get it even more into your skin. This is what separates sort of the men from the boys of skincare, is does it get beneath the dermis layer of your skin? If it doesn't, it's just topical and it's not actually doing anything. So to minimize fine lines, sorry, I have a little makeup left over there. Minimize fine lines, plump up your skin, really get that product into your skin. There's nothing better. Okay, and I do that every morning. That's my morning routine. Okay, so let's start with foundation. So I'm going to use the primer, the Jane Iredale Smooth Affair Primer. I know that's a bit reflective there. And I'm going to blend it. So I'm going to put a little on my hand. This helps keep your makeup on your skin. Also gives your skin a lovely iridescent quality, which I love. And then this is the Jane Iredale Liquid Minerals Foundation. I really love this foundation. I think it's a light to medium coverage, basically. And I'm going to blend it with the primer. So I'm not going to put the primer on first. You can, and then put foundation after, but I'm actually going to blend it. And what this is going to do is make the foundation a little bit thinner. So it's not quite as much more of a light coverage than a medium coverage. So you can play with that, with your foundation. You don't have to buy, okay, this is my medium coverage, this is my light coverage, this is my tinted moisturizer. Really all you have to do is just get some primer and blend it. That's all you have to do. I'm a professional makeup artist, so I don't like carrying like tons of stuff with me when I go on shoots. So that's how I handle it. I basically have one set of foundations and then I control the consistency of it, how much I want to put on, because I make up a lot of men as well. You can't have men looking like they have any makeup on, so it has to be super duper sheer, but do something to their skin, like, cover up redness or whatever their issue is. So that's how I get away with it. And I'm telling you, it's the way to go. All right, so I'm putting foundation. Sorry, I did not clean off my makeup very well. God, like smudges everywhere. Yeah. All right, so I'm just putting this everywhere. So I put it over my lids. I put it under my eye. I am a very thorough foundation putter-oner. I like foundation to go over my lids because I have hyperpigmentation over my lids. If you have oily lids, don't do this. Really use an eye base, which helps keeps your shadow from creasing up. I do not need one of those because my lids are not oily at all. Okay, so now I'm going to use some concealer. So this is some Cover FX. Use this on a couple videos. I really like this concealer. This is not Clean Beauty. Most everything else I'm using is Clean Beauty. This one is not. I don't have entirely Clean Beauty on everything in my kit. On my website, everything is Clean Beauty. I'm very, very devoted to Clean Beauty as far as what you guys use. As a professional makeup artist, I don't use entirely Clean Beauty in my kit though. So I hope to in the future. I just have thousands and thousands of dollars of makeup in my makeup kit. It's very hard to sort of switch all of that out. You know, it's very, very costly. So I'm working at it. I'm getting there. But again, on my website, it's all Clean Beauty. So I'm just putting my concealer over my eyelid, blending it in, really getting that where I want it. Pimples. I don't know what's up with that. The more crepey your skin, the more wrinkles that you have, the less amount of concealer you want to use. So I just put it all over my eyelid. That it does not work for everyone. What I recommend is if you don't have any discoloration over your eyelid, don't put anything on it, like not even foundation, just leave it. If anything, just use, just put the eyeshadow straight on. If it doesn't soak into your skin, then use an eye primer if it does. But basically, only put the concealer where you need it. So if you just have a little bit of discoloration through here, just put it through here. You do not have to do everything I just did, obviously. I do that because I have a lot of hyperpigmentation over my eyelids, and this is the way I can minimize it. It doesn't even completely cover it. I don't really care. It's not a big deal to me. I actually kind of like I like things that are considered faulty, right? I think it's not a fault. It's my skin, like, get over it. So I don't mind that, but really be mindful of what's going to work for you, okay? All right, so let's move on. All right, I'm going to get into some eyebrow. We're going to do a little eyebrow. So I just use a cool toned eyeshadow to go along with my hair and just fill in that outer edge. So that basically goes up to there. That's where you want it to stop. All right, I'm going to do a little contour, and today I'm going to do a warm contour. So this is a MAC color. It's called Gingerly. So one of the reasons I'm doing this is because I'm doing such a strong pink lipstick. I want to warm up my skin just a little bit. If you go with all cool tones, sometimes that can make you look a little harsh, okay? Because our faces are more angular. I'm very, very pale as a person, so I want to warm up my skin just a bit. So that's why I'm going to use this color, and I'm just going to put it where I want it, just underneath my, kind of underneath as a contour and a little bit on my cheekbone, and it just warms it up just a bit. And in fact, I might not even do blush. I might just leave this as is, just because I like it a little on the warm side. Okay, so I'm going to do lipstick now. Yay, this beautiful lip color, Natalie, it's called. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do lip liner after. I prefer to do lip liner after for the most part. Unless I really want a sharp lip line, then I do it before. On older women, though, typically a sharp lip line is not flattering. So, God, that's a beautiful color. So this is a little tiny bit darker than my lipstick because I really want to make my lips a focal point because this is such a great trend. So if you notice, I'm really pulling up this line right here because I want my lip to look a little bit fuller. Going a little tiny bit on top of the lip line, not on it. Just making it a little bigger. Yeah. See how beautiful that is? And it's not sharp. Like, I think it's a nice look. If your lip liner's too dark, it's going to show a little bit too much, and I don't think that's flattering on older women. So I love this color. So beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? It doesn't exactly match, which I'm super happy with. Sometimes it's good not to exactly match. Just go a little bit over or under what you're wearing. I think it makes it pop a little bit more. So that's really beautiful. Okay, on to eyes. So I'm going to do this particular palette here by Jane Iredale. This is called Naturally Glam. I really love this palette. I wear it all the time, actually. So in Naturally Glam here, try to make that work, there's this lovely pink right here. You see that? Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to use that. See, I'm using a lot of pinks. That's why I wanted to warm up my cheeks just a little bit. But that is a fantastic pink. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use very little eyeshadow because the focus is really going to be the lips, okay? So I'm going to use a very soft brush like this. Very soft bristles because this has a little bit of mica in it. Not mica because mica's toxic beauty. This is clean beauty. It's not mica. But it adds that lovely iridescence, but I don't want too much, okay? If you have a lot of crepey skin, don't use iridescent very much at all. Really be selective on where you put that. So I'm just going to use it on my lid. Pull it up just a little bit. See how lightly I put that on? Not going too much here. Lots of pink. This is kind of a pink story today. Lots of color. I love color. I'm a huge color fan. For those of you who live in white, black, and gray, it's time to clean out your wardrobe. Break free. And if you always wear just brown eyeshadow, it's time to break free too. But those kind of changes take time and they take a little bit of knowledge, which is why you're watching me, because I can help you do that. Okay, so I love that. That's super beautiful, right? You see how the little bit of a warm blush worked on this? So it's just kind of neutralizing all this pink that I've got going on. Okay, so now I'm going to use this color right here in the end. This has a little bit of a rosy tone to it as well. So it's a brown, but has a little bit of rose to it. So I'm going to use a slanted brush, and I'm going to use this as an eyeliner. I'm actually not going to use the Jane Iredale gel liners, which I normally use. I'm just going to put eyeshadow, and I'm going to go right next to my lashes, pull it up a little bit at the bottom. Because this is kind of, I'm looking a little glamorous. I've got my pretty necklace on. I am going to do a non-glamorous video coming up where it's just a daytime look using browns for all of you people who love browns. So I'm using this right next to my lashes. And see how I do that? I kind of look down my nose into the mirror. The mirror's here so that I can really get it exactly where I want it. Like that. See that? And I'm just smudging it. And the great thing about using eyeshadow as a liner is that you can really smudge this in such a beautiful way. Like, see how pretty that is? And I like to lift it up a little at the end, right? I can't talk. And keep this part really thin. That really highlights, kind of pulls your eye out. And I'm going to take a very small amount and pull it a tiny bit underneath. Not much, because I don't want to pull my eye down. And if I want to wing it a bit, you can, okay? Just be careful. You want to follow this line. Okay, it's the line from underneath your eye right there. Follow that up. And that's the line that you blend. So all I've done now is one lid color, that rosy color, and I've used a little bit of the rosy brown as a liner, okay? Now I'm going to use, this is not Clean Beauty, I'm sorry about that, but this is a MAC Technicolor liner in mauve. And what I'm going to do is put this in my waterline. So this is a waterproof, water repellent liner, but because we're doing the pinky, I'm doing a tiny bit of this. It's like a mauvey purpley color, just to pop the pinks a little bit more in my waterline. So I think that looks really nice. That really brought it out. So I'm a huge fan of you doing the waterline. On some of you, it ends up down your face no matter what. If that's the case, don't worry about it. But if you can wear them, the waterproof ones, I think it's really worthwhile. They look really pretty. So I love this. I'm feeling really, really happy about this. I'm going to do a little tiny bit of mascara. Okay, so I am going to do a tiny, tiny bit of pink. And what I'm going to do actually is do the lipstick that I have on. I'm going to touch that just a little bit right here. You know, this is an old trick, right? Your grandmother used to do this. Just use your lipstick as blush. Totally works. If you like cream blushes, just use your lipstick. No need to buy a cream blush. I'm going to put a tiny bit of powder because I've got some shininess, which can be a little bit distracting. Depends. I love dewy skin. I'm a big dewy skin fan. But it can be a little bit distracting. But I think when you start in the morning, put a little powder and then just kind of leave it, right? Unless you have oily skin. So I think that looks really, really pretty. Very, very happy with that. So this is my 2020 trend of bright pink lips. I love this look. I love bright lipstick. I have lipstick issues. If those of you who don't know, I have hundreds of lipsticks. It's very sad. But this is a Jane Iredale color, which I absolutely think is just gorgeous. I think I gave you the name early on, but I'll give it again. It's called Natalie. And I did my eyes much more soft, okay, because I have so much on my lip. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments down below. I do love to hear from you and I do respond. Have a wonderful 2020.